All right, we are back with more of this game for some reason. That some reason is, of course, because I said I was going to stream through the 4 numbered games in this series, and unfortunately that means I have to do this one first. I probably should have played Zero Mission instead, which I don't like Zero Mission, but that would have been better than this, that's for sure. That was intentional, by the way, because I want to go back to the Brinstar elevator. I want to spend so little time on this that I'm death warping. Yes, it's true. If only I knew other speedrun techniques, I could probably be done with this in, like, much shorter of a time. Let me tab away from OBS so that way I don't see that being, like, seconds behind where I am, and I don't get all confused. Mirror missiles. We're not going to Kraid yet. There's more items I want to get first, and I think that judging by this guide that I have, which, you know, I've said before that this thing is not good, but okay, so how can I get to that from here? I guess at this point, my best bet may be to lure the swooper under the wall. Come here, jackass. Come on! You can do it! There we go. That's too low. So in fact, I think it's blocking the block that I need to get at anyway. Where is it? I'm gonna die doing this, aren't I? Come here, jackass. There we go. Listen, Tev, I don't know how to tell you this, but apparently, despite being like 6'3" or something, Samus's legs are too short for that shit. Like, I don't remember how tall she actually is, but she's supposed to be, like, really tall. And then Other M happened. Actually, I don't know if she got shorter in Other M, but Other M is a mistake, so, you know, we could absolutely just be like, hey, yeah, let's blame that for that. Alright, so to get to what I'm looking for, I apparently have to go up this thing and then go out to the right when I see another door to the right. Not that one. That one's too low. Although, of course, goodness knows I could be reading the maps that are included in this guide wrong because they're not good. I probably should go find a different guide, but I mean, if it comes down to that, I'll do that. And I think I need to go higher. Oh no, this is the top of the... Okay. Fair enough. That'll have to do. Ah, here comes the zoomer. Ooh. Unfortunately, that waiver is going to get... oh boy, this is going to be... because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I can't climb all the way up there. So I'm basically going to have to... I don't like this. Because, helpfully, you cannot aim down either. Oh, there we go. Sure, just let me fall into the floor as well. That's an interesting idea. That is technically a design decision, but that doesn't mean you should have made it. Oh, hey, look, we got a swooper, but it's red. Interesting. Except not at all. Alright, what do we got? This'll be our Varia, right? Yeah, look at that sprite. Hey, we turned a bright pink color. And people say that the vomit green and purple thing in Metroid Fusion looks bad, right? But we have the Varia. This is an upgrade for our suit that I believe is going to cut damage that we take in half. Yeah, we took half damage from that thing. That's good. And also will make us resistant to heat, which is useful because we can't tell what areas are hot without going in there and taking damage. The Varia is rather infamously a mistranslation of the word barrier, and it was later changed to the term Varia suit in later English language Metroid games. By that, I mean English translations of Metroid games. And I guess, well, technically, for anyone who's about to say anything, yeah, the Prime series are indeed technically English language Metroid games. You are not wrong about that. But also, wow, they made this way harder than it needed to be to get there, thanks to a lack of certain features. Also, of course, the fact that I'm using the Switch Joy-Cons with the weird little handle thing is making control a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. But I mean, that was Nintendo's choice to not include an actual controller with their console. And then charge people like $900 for one. Or, oh, you could use a GameCube controller if you have a third-party adapter. Which I do. I just didn't test to see if it would work very well on this, and it's too late now. I probably should look into that at some point for anything else we do on this, because anything else that requires a select button, hint Super Metroid, that won't be nice to hit because it's on the minus key, and that is like right behind the left stick. And while I don't have a hand cam or anything, and you know, I'm certainly not about to appear on webcam whatsoever during streams, you guys see enough of my ugly mug during videos. I can't exactly demonstrate to you very well that reaching that in this position is not necessarily the simplest thing in the world, because it is basically right behind the left thumbstick. And I have fat thumbs, just like the rest of my body, so you know, the placement is not ideal, you could say. Ball up. Drop, 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 drop. Take a few hits along the way. I am significantly less worried about taking damage at this point, though, because we have that damage cut in half thing. So that's useful. This guide now expects me to go to Norfair, but I am going to check out Kraid's Lair instead, because I believe at this point, the only major upgrade that we don't have is the Wave Beam. And we can get that later. We will need it, certainly, but we don't need it right this very minute. Oh right, the screw attack is a thing, but I assume that you don't get that until after you beat Ridley. Alright, well, here we are at Kraid's Lair again. Look at that statue. Pretty cool statue, actually. I guess technically we could go get that, the screw attack now if we wanted to, but if I continue having difficulty here, then I will give that a whack. Till then, however, try this out. That's weird. Take this very carefully. But it probably stood to take it less carefully than that because, of course, the bee unfroze. Alright, so we finally got to the other end of that room. Amazing. And over here there is one of those things freaking out a little more, and with some fake acid and a shaft. Shaft. What we got over here? Inverted side hopper. Now this looks like a room from Super Metroid where you fall through a fake brick in the floor. Attempting to get an energy tank. But it appears to not actually be that. It does, however, appear to be quite irritating. Well, it's a source of missiles, so that's nice. You actually need some of these. Because I think our current capacity is like 30 after that. Which is not particularly great. I believe the max you can get in this game is 250. Now, don't take my word for that, because this is not one of the games that I know that well in this series. As you might have been able to figure out by this point. Ah! The knockback! There's some strong bees. Wow, what was that? That was some bad play on my part, that's for sure. Okay, so we're back down here. That got us nowhere useful. Excellent. That's what I like to see. Start bombing along the floor just to make sure that there isn't a fake floor anywhere. I guess the other option is, like, they could be expecting us to try to chain bomb jump this, but you can see that that's not easy in this game. And just like in any Metroid, doing more than one is not really much of a thing that you can do most of the time. Wait, this is a different room. It just looks the exact same as the bottom of the starter shaft. God damn it. Okay, see, this is what I was thinking of. This is the other side of the starter shaft. Is there any use to being over here? Doesn't seem like it. But also look at this one enemy having a bit of a time over there, which we're gonna ruin with the ice beam. Yay! La. Fall up, drop. I just imagine that making a very loud metallic clank when you hit the ground. Okay, this is not the way that I should probably want to do this, and honestly, want to is a strong term here, but we gotta get out of here somehow. Because we are in the useless zone. Wait, can we even get back up? Do we have to... Yeah, we have to go back that way, so... And this might be the reset point, I think. Samus running away from a bee. Space bee, but still a bee. No, no, not the bees! Insert your own joke there, because really. I think Nicolas Cage could play Samus and nobody would say anything. They'd just be like, oh, that Nicolas Cage. That sounds like him, alright. Urgh. I love when these things fuck up. Makes me very happy. Hell. Wait a second. Okay. Don't wait a second. I figured it out. Energy tank. Oh, shit. I don't like this, but... Damn it. Ball up. Ball up, you idiot! Okay, now I see how I can get to it. Enjoy your beep beeps. Get the fuck out of here. Yay! We found an energy tank. Well, you know what? If nothing else, this journey was worth that. And by if nothing else, I mean that there is almost certainly nothing else here. I mean, look at this forbidding wall here. Foreboding. Forbearing. Can't get fucking past it. Whatever. We go back now. What the... you want one of these out of me, do you? There we go. God, I hate how bomb jumping works in this game. Get the fuck out of here! Stop hiding behind my HUD. Well, you know what? I think that's a good cause to want to destroy every single cartridge of this game ever when an enemy gets protected by your heads-up display. 1986, huh? Come a long fucking way, haven't we? I don't think I can stay mad, but still, I want to. We're about to get... No, we survived the screen transition. I've definitely gotten hit during a screen transition at least once, which is the only reason why I bring anything up about that, because it appears that it is actually a thing that you can get hit during the screen transition. Ooh, okay. Other side of the barricade. Ah, another one of these rooms. Mirror scree. There we go. In here we have an attack I was not prepared for. Thanks, game. And we got... Oh, here he is. The big man himself. It's Kraid. And he's throwing a lot of stuff at us. And... I'm gonna get shoved out the room, apparently. Close your damn door, Kraid. Come on. Can I get behind you? You'll turn around. Ah! That's a lot of stuff he throws. And now I don't 100% remember how to get here, but... You know what? Let's go back to Norfair. Let's see if we can't get that thing that I mentioned earlier, the screw attack. As I take a second to open my maps. Oh, hi, Iron Fury. I may have missed that you were there, because I was A, getting my ass handed to me by a boss, and B, pulling up guides and stuff for this game, because I know that I try to avoid using guides on stream, but also, like, wow, this game is super not forthcoming with anything useful in terms of information. If anything's gonna warrant it, it's gonna be this. Even Return of Samus is not as complicated as this. Return of Samus, which is the Game Boy game, for those of you who are not super Metroid aware, is pretty linear in terms of its structure. Well, honestly, you're not wrong. And again, playing Zero Mission would probably be the better idea. Zero Mission being... turns green. I do not believe that's a thing that I knew about, but I did used to drink a lot of milk when I was a kid. Maybe that's something that I encountered and have since forgotten, because that's kind of terrifying. So, back to what I was saying. Metroid Fusion is a game for the Game Boy Advance and the Metroid series as well. However, what I meant to bring up was Metroid Zero Mission, which, okay, I guess they both end with similar sounds, so it makes a little bit of sense. I'm thrown off by that green milk thing. Anyway, Metroid Zero Mission is a remake of this game, but expanded, and it has a little more plot and, like, actual graphics and a map function, and basically a lot of the quality of life stuff that was added in Super Metroid. And overall is probably a far better game than this, even though I couldn't really get into it when I was a kid. But, of course, that's also completely unavailable right now. And by completely unavailable, I mean you can go on eBay for it, you can do piracy for it, you can buy reproduction cards of it, which is also like doing piracy. But, of course, Nintendo has not been great about re-releasing things on the Game Boy Advance. Which is real good when you consider just how grossly overinflated the prices of a lot of those games are. And yeah, that's very understandable to, like, not do good with a game like this. Because, yeah, being lost sucks to begin with. Hey, it's fine if people do. I mean, you play the games the way you want to, right? That's one of the main things, is that, you know. But also, I mean, like, basically what I'm saying is, oh, I have an Earthbound reproduction card. I also have repros of a couple of GBA games, I believe specifically Final Fantasy 5 and 6. Like, obviously I'm just saying that, well, that it is kind of a form of piracy. And also that I have no disrespect for anyone who does that, because, I mean, honestly, even a lot of games that I have access to hardware and everything for, I still play on emulator. Bubsy, the first one. You say that you actually sent me a cartridge of that a couple of years ago, didn't you? No, wait, that was Bubsy 2 you sent me a cartridge of. I bought a cartridge of Bubsy 1 for the Genesis a few years back. Yeah, because it's still in the hard case. You sent me Bubsy 2 for the Genesis, still in the hard case, which is, like, really cool. I actually want the hard cases for more Genesis games, but those are not exactly easy to come by. Oh boy. Have I ever played Musha? I have not played Musha. I've heard that it's pretty good, but, I mean, as you say, it can't possibly be $1,000 good. No video game is that good. Oh, that sounds pretty neat. Ow. That is a placement for that enemy. And so is that. I probably should just, like, try to dodge that first before I try to jump. Spooky face boss. Oh, those are always good. Yeah, you should definitely throw that in a Discord server, so that way I can catch up with that, because I'll forget otherwise. I am very forgetful. Oh, yeah, I don't have a proper Discord server yet, because I've always been a little bit reticent about the whole idea, mostly because, like, I don't know. Disappointed. That sounds about right to me. can't imagine you not being disappointed in me, so... Ow. Is there nothing over here? Oh no, I can go through this wall. Oh, nice. There's, like, definitely a lot of stuff on the Sega Genesis that is pretty heavy metal sounding. You've heard the final boss theme from Phantasy Star 4, right? I've definitely posted that somewhere. That's got a similar type of vibe. Phantasy Star 4, which I need to get around to playing one day. I admit that I'm actually kind of inexperienced with a lot of the single-player Phantasy Star games. Even though I mean, I really do eat a lot of that franchise up pretty heavily. Oh, what are these things? Very Megadeth. That sounds pretty neat. I enjoy Megadeth records. The group is pretty good. Ah. Good old dead end over here. Fair point. They've had their moments of not being so great. Interestingly, speaking of Megadeth and the time they were good, Marty Friedman, who was the guitarist on, like, all of their 90s albums? Or one of the guitarists, anyway. On Rust in Peace, obviously. And I think also Countdown to Extinction. That was the... I keep wanting to call that one by the names of other songs on the album, so excuse me for the moment of confusion. Marty Friedman actually, after he was no longer involved with Megadeth, I believe he made music for a couple of anime series. So when you mentioned Megadeth, I had this moment, after you said you'd rephrase it, of... I was expecting to hear that it was composed by a current or former, well, then current or then former member of Megadeth, after you said that. I believe so as well that Marty Friedman still lives in Japan. Do that. Do the thing. Where am I at? I'm gonna pause this for a second anyway, so that way we can, all as one, get a little bit of bearings here. I'm also gonna change the map here so I can see the correct location. Where? Okay, I see where that is on the map. I just don't know how to get there. Alright, so I'll take a second to listen to this. Excuse the nothing going on screen. Hopefully it will come through audio-wise. Oh, it hasn't been posted yet. That image that you posted in there is great. Okay, so I make no guarantees that this is not gonna end in disaster here. Yeah, I just landed on something. Classic. First one posted? Alright, well, we can take a second. Actually, let me revive here and then pause, and let's get a quick listen to this. Drop the link in the chats, that way we can all, if anyone else wants to watch this. I was about to say, where's my sound, but it's taking a second for the sound effects and everything. It looks really good. Where's your cat champ? That's a good question. I keep forgetting BTTV is a thing. Nice. That was really cool. I've said this before, and I will say it yet again, that the a spaceship. Thanks. the Sega Genesis sound chip is one thing that I think a lot of devs like underuse a little bit in some ways, or people underestimate it rather, I guess. A lot of developers know what they're doing, and this is a case where you've got the devs and the composers. They I'm realizing for a second here that I'm forgetting some of the words that I should be actually using here to describe this. Yeah. So when you have people who know what they're doing with that type of sound hardware, and there were a lot of games where the devs and composers, etc., knew how to use the limitations of that sound hardware very well, and you end up with stuff like this, and it's fantastic. And those cutscene graphics are really nice looking. That is an excellent style for 1990, or, well, for any time period, really, for the Genesis, right? On actual 16-bit hardware, that is some very effective use of the stuff. Let's take a listen to the other thing real quick. Yeah, true, because the Genesis was first released in 1989, right? Back when it had Altered Beast as a pack-in game, and this would have been before. This would have even been before Sonic 1, I think. Wow, okay, Tabbed. That's just rude. That is definitely a thing that I'm going to look into at some point in... Well, some point. When I remember, basically. Looks at my gigantic backlog of video games. Because it's pretty big. It's okay, that was a nice little break in the monotony because, honestly, this game... oh, this game exists. Oh wow, was it? I did not realize that. Then again, there was a lot of interesting stuff on the Wii shop. Like, a lot of, there was a decent chunk, basically, of things that were not just from Nintendo consoles. Is what I'm intending to communicate in regular person language. Which I don't know how well that's working when I call it regular person language, but... oh god, why? This thing... I don't like this. Someone thought it was a good idea to start you with 30 energy every time. Yeah, so back on the Wii shop, when that was a thing that existed, there was a lot of stuff for like the TurboGrafx 16 and stuff that was released on there, which I think is pretty cool. It's neat to see that that stuff was still available. Unfortunately, it has since become, well, a little bit less so, but then again, there's not a lot of... I feel like there's a lot of people who do not remember the existence of consoles from that era that aren't the SNES and the Sega Genesis. And just in general, I feel like the whole narrative has changed with regard to video game stuff in that, you know, in the intervening years is what I'm trying to say. At least a little bit. I feel that there are people now who think that the Genesis did a lot worse than it actually did. Okay, I have one question. Did it actually work? The Atari Jaguar in question. Actually, wait, it was the CD unit that was infamous for, like, not working at all, right? Yeah, that is 100% the thing, is that Sega was a big deal outside of America. In fact, for that matter, I believe in Brazil they still manufacture Master System consoles. Or, well, consoles that play Master System games. Here in America, you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody who knows what the fuck that even is, but... you know, ultimately, I think that the way that the idea of the story changing is, you know, you can break that down a little bit to an increasing Americanization of the web as well. Like, there's definitely always been a thing where the internet has, or it's certainly been easier, at least in America, to find American content on the web than, you know, stuff from anywhere else in the world. And I think that the rise of centralizing around Twitter and Reddit and stuff like that has just amplified that effect. So there's that to consider as... Stop that! Listen, I'm trying to tell a story, dude. You're making it real hard for me. Making it real hard for me to play the game, even. I'm still being chased by... whatever these things are. Still competitive Mortal Kombat trilogy in Brazil? That's kind of neat, actually. That era of Mortal Kombat was pretty cool. I'm not afraid to say it. Heck. Then again, I feel like saying, oh hey, Mortal Kombat before MK4 was good is not a controversial statement either, so why would I be afraid to say it? Fair enough, fair enough. Ow. Things. I don't like this place, but apparently there's a decent item for me to get if I do this right, but that's gonna be a big... Yeah. The other thing, back to the thing that I was saying before, I think also that a lot of the fan base of other 90s consoles would probably skew a little bit older, which, you know, perhaps understandably. And so you get younger people who are exposed to the Super Nintendo by, well, SNES Online and stuff like that, and, you know, let's say what we will about the fact that the game selection sucks and everything for Switch Online, but on the other hand, it's something, and ouch, piracy just seems to be a lost skill with the young nowadays, so, you know, some of that stuff, the distribution is killed a little bit there, and, I may be saying a few things that are not necessarily, you know, wouldn't hold a lot of water, but also right now I'm very frustrated by this part of the game. This is... We're running into a very badly designed part of this game, even compared to the rest. So, basically, I guess what I'm saying is that it's very easy for the older generations of people who like stuff to just never want to speak on social media. Because, once again, those type of platforms operate very heavily on conflict. They definitely promote, you know, people being a little too aggressive and stuff like that. Like, it's been sort of a thing that people have discussed before about the YouTube algorithm, promoting things that are controversial for the purposes of gaining more clicks and therefore more ad revenue and all that shit. And I'm pretty sure that every other social media platform operates the same way. So, you know, someone my age doesn't really want to interact with some 15-year-old who doesn't understand what the phrase blood brothers means. And CM Punk was talking and you were sidetracked. You know what? That is very fair. I heard that the big CM Punk comeback was absolutely amazing. I am not necessarily the strongest, you know, closest follower of wrestling-related things, but I understand. I understand is basically what you know. And yeah, it's been 7 years, which I didn't even realize that it's been that long since CM Punk was last in the ring. Which again tells you how good of attention I pay to a lot of that stuff. So that just makes it even a bigger deal, because that is a long time, obviously. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I thought it was just yesterday, but I'll say that I don't think it registered that it was not in the previous administration, if you understand what I'm saying. Because my conception of time also has just vanished. Biggest altogether orgasm in history. Ouch. Yeah, the lava. Alright, so we should at least have enough energy to survive this room. Okay, good. This room apparently meaning in this case just this screen, but we're in a safe place, I think. YouTube is down. Oh, that's a little bullshit. Come on, YouTube. You take in, like, infinite money a year, a second. You can at least make sure that the servers work. Ah, yes. Anyone remember this room? This is a room. Shut up. That is the same room as was behind the high jump boots. So this time I didn't fuck it up. Ow. That was pretty great. It looks like all the other rooms to you. Yeah, that's... Well, that's a problem that's endemic to the NES, really, because graphics... Oh geez, my lights just flickered. My sincere hope is that I'm not going to lose power at any point during this. I mean, if I lose power, at least I don't lose a save file. But on the other hand, if I lose power, then I'll probably end up with a corrupted stream archive on my hands. That's a little funky. Yeah, this game does not have much of a soundtrack, we'll put it that way. Oh geez, I haven't even gotten that far yet. We've heard Kraid's Lair theme, and by heard, I mean my box might have been a little bit quiet, so it might not have been that well heard. Yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do, but I mean, it's just one of those, complain because I don't like to shove my intros on YouTube. Whatever. Yeah, Kraid's Lair is a pretty good track that was brought into the Smash Brothers series because it was one of the relatively few good musical themes from this game. Later games would be a lot better about that. It's still very much leaning on the atmosphere. You know, not a lot of it wouldn't be like, you know, music you'd listen to regularly, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why the Kraid's Lair theme was never in Super Metroid. Although that game had a pretty good soundtrack all around otherwise, so... You know, maybe it was just like, you know, lack of space, basically. Okay, so that's not... Do I have to... I had to bomb through the floor in the hallway over on the other side, didn't I? So that way I can get the high jump boots. Yeah, so I need a... I'm gonna death warp. What's all the way down here? If anything. Well, there's this area. This doesn't look like any room I've been in before, that's for sure. I need to remember to take more single shots because not doing that is sometimes getting me to take more damage than I need to, that's for sure. But it just feels like the right thing to do multi-shots. Let me pause for a second and see if I can get some sort of guess as to where I am. I have no idea. Actually, let's let that reset. Yeah, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there doesn't seem to be much going on up here. Ouch, don't hit me in the back of the heel. I cannot imagine having an idea. Okay, so we were further down than I thought we were. Let's take a quick listen to how god-awful Ridley's theme is, just out of curiosity. And by that, I mean, let's go die real quick, so that way I can make sure that I can be at full health. And by full health, I mean not beat booping to listen to this. Does this change? Or is it just a short loop? Oh, there's a version where it goes up a key. Or something. Yeah, see? This doesn't work on the NES, you know? The sound chip is a little too limited. It could probably be a little, you know, better on something that... I didn't want to go back down. That had, like, more sound depth, so that way you could do something that wasn't just, you know, a beat booping version of this. Like, if it was just, like, somebody sawing away on some sort of string instrument... Palatable would be a bit of a stretch, but it would be sensible, I suppose. Let's reset the room. Get in position. 3, 2, 1. That's really not the smart way to get up here, but it's a way to get up here, so it will do for the time being. Anyway, Tav, don't worry, you don't have to make it impossible to understand side-scroller. That's what everything on the NES was. That's not quite true. The NES was capable of games that are things you can understand, and it even had some RPGs that are playable. You know, technically you could play Dragon Warrior and it wouldn't actually hurt you much. So I guess we're going back up. Well, here we are in the high jump boots room again. Hi, Birdman. No mail? Shh. Darn. And time to go through the ball wall. So, we're gonna reset this room, I guess. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but... And so we're down here at the bottom of this area that's not actually much the bottom of anything. It's just a weirdly shaped passage. Alrighty then. I just had a notification of a friend signing on. That's, they're probably having a better time with whatever they're playing than I am right now. But, as I said, I did say I would play this, and, you know what they say. Well, I hope you do, because I don't. Just say you lied! So I'm assuming that I'm on the left side of the map, which is too far. Oh. False floor here. Pausing for a second to check the thing here. I don't think I'm going the right way, but... You know, a better guide would have descriptions of where things are instead of, oh hey, look at the coordinates on this shittily drawn map that, you know, looks like something that should be on graph paper, but is on a piece of plain white. I don't even think it's a .png, because this guide is from 1998, so I'm pretty sure that it's a GIF. Again, I actually should just go find a guide that doesn't suck so much, but... I mean, how much time do I take out of this stream already for this, right? Scan the floor, because... Like, this scrolling has to be for a reason, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the hint there was, other than, oh, it scrolls funny. And in 2021, when we're playing a game on a system that has a reputation for, you know, not being the pinnacle of gaming anymore, oh, it acts funny is not much of a tell. In fact, in 2021, the year where Skyrim is getting another fucking re-release. Got another fucking re-release, in fact. Oh, it acts funny doesn't tell us anything anymore. We have just accepted that games do not work properly. I'm surprised people were so mad about Fallout 76 in retrospect. I'm surprised in retrospect, not... I'm surprised that people were mad in retrospect. They were mad in the moment. Yeah, Todd just came over to your house and he forcibly inserted it into your Steam account. I would imagine that I also have that because, of course, I own Skyrim on Steam. And I own the previous re-release of Skyrim on Steam. But I haven't gone and checked. And excuse me, again, I suppose that part of that is just like, well, being reminded as I was about the fact that that multiplayer mod was air quotes finished and it's apparently not very good, so that's, you know, filled me with a feeling, that's for sure. Ack. Alright. One. That's what I deserve. A competition from an 80-plus-year-old white man. That sounds like where my competition would come from or something. I don't know. It's okay, that's the only type of 60. I'm sorry, I couldn't read that very well because of the tiny... Well, the font's not even that small. My screen is far away. It's the problem. Anyway. It's okay. After Twitch continues to not do anything for however long about the hate rating, white people are all that will exist on Twitch. Men in particular, and I would not be surprised if quite a few of them were of a not young age, I guess. Wow, that took a lot just to get out of a hole. And to get shoved back in. Well, We don't know what's on the other side of that wall, do we? Well. I'm getting another guide. I'm getting pissed off at this shitty game. Oh my god. Let's get the newest one. Oh no, I don't think I need that missile anyway. Oh no, I'm not full on missiles. Amazing. Alright, so they do want me to go behind the high jump boots, so... Gotcha. Well... I'm sorry, I was just reminded that that new Saints Row game is going to be an Epic Store exclusive to begin with. And I'm just kind of in awe of the fact that Steam has a competitor and it managed to make things worse for the customer. Yeah, well, we have to suffer together, so... something. Actually, serious poll for anybody who is in here still. Are any of you going to be getting any of the new Pokemon games for the Switch? And by new, I mean either the remakes or Pokemon Legends Arceus when that comes out. Or is it pronounced Arceus now in the English pronunciation? Whatever, I'm gonna assume that it's pronounced Arceus because that's how Hugh Laurie pronounced it on that one episode of House. And he wouldn't steer me wrong, would he? On purpose? Probably not. That's fair. I just want... I want to know the obvious thing of, you know, if anybody here is getting it, what versions are you getting? So that way I know looking to getting the opposite version. I was sincerely considering picking up the double pack, but I don't know about that either, because, you know. It is still a remake of the 4th generation games, and I know that there's a lot of people who like those. But... mistakes were made in those in the design process. And I mean, yes, they were important to the series, but also... that's not saying necessarily a lot. Okay, so I think we want to... yep. I'm so glad that this was a thing that we could, like, figure out on our own here. Hey, turn your missiles off. And there we go, we got the screw attack. Well, first of all, we flash colors at an alarming rate. That is probably not good for the eyes. I assume it's pretty toned down compared to, like, what it was like on the NES, but don't have that at hand to... I actually don't own a cartridge of this, which I think I explained last time I streamed it. I got bamboozled there, that's for sure. Get out the lava. Whatever, I got what I came here for. I can probably just die. Guess I'll die! That's okay. I think now we might have a slightly easier time dealing with Kraid and his shit. Hopefully. Although we do have more missiles, so yeah. Anyway, oh boy, I was about to get so mad because I thought I was gonna walk into the thing is walked over the door. Would have been just like this game to be so badly designed, huh? Actually, this would be a good place to like death warp once again. It's like owning cats. That sounds about right from what I've heard from you. Yep. It sits here in the gross yellow stuff and dies. That sounds about right to me. Well, I think I deserved that one, but... I don't somersault far enough to start trying to rip through these blocks. This isn't like later Metroid games that are good. Thud. Actually, can I kill the Rippers? No, but I can make him make a bunch of hit sounds. Oh, okay. No, not if I hold A. It's just that I basically only get it on the upward momentum. Well, let's try and do this time. This sounds like sailing music to me for some reason. Slightly drunken sailing music, but sailing music nonetheless. Also, I think the music just reset as we walk through that door. I got hit when I was moving between rooms! You cheap bastard of a game. And I got hit while doing the thing there. I disagree heartily. This game has become a lot less happy with me now that I have a good item. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Heck. Oh hey, we don't even need to freeze the Ripper there. Amazing. Ah! Killed mid-room transmission. That's, transfer, whatever. That's fantastic. I hate this game so much. Shit. Can we even get back up? Well, I can kill those things when they're frozen, apparently. Is it just the red ones that I can kill or something? Still, the fact that they let me do that, that's not great. Ah, whatever. Reset our positioning. Besides, I think it was this way, if anywhere. Not that I remember, but... And again, taking damage while I'm switching rooms. Alright, so... bad scrolling. Let's see if... No, looks like there's nowhere secret to go. Have I mentioned recently that this game is really, really bad? Because, wow. Go back to where we were. Go up. Okay, well, I guess the frozen side hopper's legs are completely immune to damage for some reason. Okay, sure. I don't know what the deal with that is, but alright. As long as they're consistent about it, I will continue to think it's really stupid, but I guess I'll understand. Wait a sec, did I go anywhere? Oh, I did, I think. Alright, well, bad scrolling, so you know what time it is. We search the area for fake floors. And we come up empty. So we go back this way. And we get screwed. And I forget that that's still a going concern and get shot in the back. Stabbed in the back. Beat in the back. Beep at my bottom. Now my bottom's big. Well, this room's a lot longer than I remember it being. They add more bee pipes just to cause me consternation. Use the phrase bee pipes. Nope, fake floor. Took a couple of hits along the way that sure happened. Oh, well, that counted somehow. Okay. And you're right, I haven't said anything for a while because I've been sitting here trying to figure out how to get anywhere with this without checking a guide first, because, I mean, I could do that, but I probably will in a moment. Or a map or something, or... Yeah. So there's acid down here, so I'm going to try, again, attempt bombing through the floor just to make sure that that's not, like, a thing that we can get into because it's fake or something. We have to remember that we came into Kraid's room because we were down there, walking to the left, and it was reasonably low down, I think. So a lot of this comes down to figuring out what is a good way to get somewhere where we can go low. Meanwhile, this is just taking us straight up. We may want to even death warp back to the start here, which is what I'm going to do. Because let me tell you, it is kind of amazing that this game is this hard to get any sort of bearing on. Fuck my life. Alright, I definitely just kind of freaked out there, but that's also because I somehow took like 8 billion hits going down the shaft that I should not have taken. Here we go. Here's a downward access. And also a thing with me getting hit in the leg. Alright, so it doesn't seem to be that useful, I don't think, but... Try, dang it. Alright, so we're just down here. We can't really... Yeah, so we're just gonna take the reset. We're going to go across basically at the earliest convenience we have instead. And there, by across, I mean over to the left. Wait, no. Never mind. I'm trying to read this map a little better. I fucked that up so badly. It's just better to take a reset here. Well, I'm glad I didn't get juggled into the other... Oh, for fuck's sakes. I don't remember how to do this. I love the palette failures that you're seeing there, though. That's pretty great. Hey, give me some energy. Okay, good. It actually gave me some energy. Nice. Alright, so I believe going all the way down is actually the right way to go. Give zero shits, drop, and drop, and drop, and drop. Give me some goddamn energy, you stupid fucking bee! What the? How'd I get hit there? Well, aside from the fact that I did not press down, apparently that's just from the stick being bad. Hooray, I'm playing this partially on a Joy-Con. Should probably be using... Well, got struck in the back there. Alright, time to sit here and... I'm gonna say farm zero energy because I know how this game is. Really? I'm not getting anything at all now? Oh, there we go. Anyway, I really like the design of this room. It's got like a sort of creepy monster look to it. Anyway, I'm gonna save here because fuck you, I don't care. I'm just gonna do this now. This game is bad. I think I'm entitled to this. They give you the functionality, you know. You wouldn't be able to do this on a console, but so what? So that doesn't really work. Good to know. Okay, so this is a lot of just us taking a lot of damage. I can't freeze those at all. I had a moment of realization here that I believe there's actually an energy tank in this room, so... it might be on the other side. Let me go check the... take a look at the guide real quick. Right wall, okay. But I was correct that there was a thing there, so that's neat. That on. Fun fact, you revisit this area in Super Metroid and those spikes on the ceiling, those like weird claw things, those are actual spikes in Super Metroid. Here they don't damage you at all. It's very strange. Oh, damn it, I couldn't move. Okay, so getting that is going to be a very weird exercise in movement at this point because of fucking Kraid being over here. But I've got an idea here. We're going to freeze that second spike in midair, and that should open us up to feed him a fuck ton of missiles. We did it! We could have probably done that a lot earlier, but... oh my god, get the fuck out of here, game. Like, seriously, you're just gonna eat all of my momentum as I go for that? I'm actually gonna remake the suspend point for this right now. Because I want this goddamn energy tank, and also this is where an input display would really help, because then I could show you that I can't turn into a ball in midair. Again, unlike every other Metroid game in the entire... I was about to say unlike every other Metroid game in the series, but that stands to reason, does it not? You don't leave the room yet. Holy shit! That was cheap. I mean, granted, we're gonna be in a place where we're not, Get out of the acid! Get out of the fucking acid, Samus, you dumb motherfucker. Why can't I get this? Like, what is the deal with this? Can I shoot another block in the wall? I don't think I can. I swear I've had the ability to do stuff with my ball momentum in midair before. Getting real pissed off right now, because... like, now I am absolutely getting screwed over by this game. I think the game knows that I was cheating earlier and just decided to punish me. Which, you know what? Fair enough. I don't even care about your fucking energy tank, I guess. Let's... You're not gonna come back? Okay. I guess we have to go the slightly longer route to escape. Okay, so the wave beam, I just double checked, is a thing that you cannot equip at the same time as the ice beam. I was wrong. Any difference if you drop down from the door instead of from the battle platform? I believe I attempted to do that. I'm going to give that a shot, since it's very easy to reload that, since at this point we are just like, hey, yeah, fuck it. That actually is, huh. Neat. Thank you for telling me about that, because I didn't think there would be, so, yeah. Let's see if we can't escape with some HP intact, would be nice. Oh, also, I've noticed that I've gained a lot of missile capacity from killing Kraid. That's pretty cool. Is he worth, like... That's gotta be worth, like, 50 then. That's really nice of the game. Like, there's not much that I can praise this game for, because I think I got hit in the middle of a room transfer yet again. Something which has happened to me multiple times already tonight. I don't know how much of this you saw, Fire Drake, but it's been a bit of a circus, because this game, well, it was made in 1986, and it shows. Alright, so now comes the part where I gotta figure out how to get up from here. Actually, I should be able to just, yeah, do this. And up we go. Get our asses out of there. And now we have to figure out how to get back to Ridley's lair, because goodness knows I don't remember that. Actually, I think I do. But, yeah. We'll get there when we get there, I guess. Heck. Pulling up our maps. Try to make sure that I remember the correct way to get anywhere. Alright, back to Norfair. If I remember correctly, to get to Ridley's place here, we have to just basically go straight to the right, go all the way down. I believe it's a very simple path. Don't hold me to that, but I believe that to be the case. Then once we kill Ridley, it's a series of death warps back to the beginning of Brinstar to get to Torian quickly-ish. And then we go through that and fight Mother Brain. And hopefully that'll be... Hopefully we can fit all of that into a thing tonight. In fact, I may push this a little bit longer than usual if it doesn't, like, hurt me emotionally too much, just because I would love to be able to be done with this game and move on to something else. Okay, yeah, this bubble room, this looks like... This was something that we saw on the way to Ridley's Lair, which we were at for like 10 seconds earlier. Oh, I'm sure. Like, about the only thing that I know for sure about my future is that Turian is just kind of mean and evil and didn't have parents that loved it or something. Alright, so here we are. We're in a level with music that is like just 4 notes. Granted, this is probably still arranged with a little more talent than I could muster, but also that won't stop me from roasting the fuck out of it. As we dodge the Legend of Zelda bubbles. And well, we're getting a decent amount of energy back, so that's good. A lot of these ball enemies, though. Like, wow, look at all the balls. This is back when Ridley wasn't too big to fit into Smash Brothers, so instead he just had a lot of balls. We got the souped up side hoppers here too. Ooh. Just go through the door. Oh hey, it's the big space dragon. Let's create a suspend point. You know, after Kraid, all bets are off. I didn't want to grind for health. I go, is it suffering? Well, so far, we're up to Ridley, so that's something. I can't turn my missiles on while the game is paused. That's a shame. Nice invincible fire, though, Ridley. That's an interesting trick you've got lined up for us. Ridley is making noises like I'm torturing the sound chip or something. I assumed it sounded a lot better on the Famicom Disk System version. Easy fight, easy fight, easy fight. Okay, I think that one just takes more missiles than usual, or it's just really funky in terms of structure and everything. But there we go. There's another energy tank for us. So... oh, hey, by the way, some of that lava is invisible platforms. That's cute. Time to try and escape and see if we can retain some health. I said Death Warp earlier, but with the amount of HP that we have right now, I think I would like to save a little bit of this for the purposes of getting into Turian in a little better shape. I mean, I know that quite a few people are probably not going to be happy having to hear more of this music. Music in air quotes, but... you know, if I get to Turian with even, like, one full energy tank compared to 30 energy, that would probably be great. I should just be going down this hole with the missiles out. And then I proceed to not do that. Well, time to climb this up. According to this map, we can go through that door and eventually it'll lead to a missile pack, but meh. I'm done with this place. The color palette is not even... this is actually the worst purple I think I've ever seen. Which is amazing, because, like, usually I like a good purple, but this is not a good purple. Ridley looks pretty alright, though. And now we never have to hear that theme ever again. I'm sure quite a few of you are very happy about that, which, to be fair, I understand it. And as I said before, if it was, like, done with something else, not a... oh, you. If that theme was done not with an NES sound chip, you know, if it was done like a, you know, it's a very simple piece of music. If it was done with like a fiddle or some kind of organ, you know, like one of the really old 70s type of keyboards they used in, you know, progressive rock, early electronic music, it'd be alright. Anyway, that's pretty good, Fire Drake. I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. How much does this have to do with fluffing your Garfield? This is when we start going this way. Ah, Metroid Metal. I have not heard... I haven't actually heard the entire Metroid Metal album. Of course, I've definitely heard the Lower Norfair theme, which is the one from Super Metroid, I think, right? And it has that great intro, and... Because, yeah, that's a completely different track from the one that got turned into the Magmore Caverns theme, and was originally the Lower Norfair in Super Metroid, right? So, you know, that's the sort of thing I would definitely trust that, but I gotta actually remember to go listen to all of that at some point. Oh, that sounds pretty neat, actually. I like stuff like that. I'm a big nerd. Alright, so we're out of Norfair. Time to go climb up some shafts. Yeah, insert your own joke about doing things with shafts. Top of here. Oh, right, there has to be further to go because there's also the long beam on the left-hand side of the left shaft. Yeah, I see a ceiling there. This is definitely where we gotta go. Thanks. Alright, just show them that I stole their ID cards. Alright, Fire Drake, well, you enjoy your workout. As we descend into Turian. I said Turian, not Turrican. Turrican, that's something completely different. And we are once again going to make a save here, just because, honestly, At this point, we probably should, and here are our friendly neighborhood Metroids. These are what the game is named after, after all. Or do I have to do more bombs to... Oh, jeez. Wow, they just really stick to you. Wow. Alright, so those yellow doors are going to take like 10, I guess. Oh, here we go. We got Rinka time here. Fuck. I'm in the worst possible position here. Get in the air. Whew, those things just magnetize to you. Alright, so I guess what we're going to do instead is we're going to restart our... We're going to reload here because there's no fucking way we can get through this with 30 hit points. And we're going to fuck that up immediately. Because, of course, the game just didn't want to let us keep somersaulting as we went below the start of our jump. Which, the whole thing seems to be a little bit flighty about that, really. Anyway, what I wanted to actually say was we're going to try to kill every single one of these Metroids that we find. Thankfully, they give back 30 energy a pop. So at least there's that going for us. If we don't let them get the drop on us too badly, it should be reasonably easy to stay alive. Keyword is should. It probably won't. And you can see in a case like that, I was doing this whole thing real badly. Also, yeah, their health resets whenever you let them thaw out. So that's a problem. That is unfortunate. As we got our SpaghettiOs coming in from nowhere here. And thankfully they seem to, again, still let the game be like, hey, yeah, we're not gonna let you somersault the whole jump. Because fuck you, that's why. Alright. So I think from here it's basically just a straight shot left. Of course, there's still obstacles to deal with. This gameplay is, like, kind of different, really, because it's just a straightforward path. And instead you're dealing with enemies that you've, not really dealt with as much before. Oh, those things give back 30 missiles, too. That's pretty good. That makes me very happy. Oh my god! They're out of sync. Fuck me. Please get stunned. Just let me go! There we go. Oh, fuck's sakes! There's a third one over there. No! Stop it! You... Oh my god, why is this so like this? Give me a fucking chance, game! And I know it's Nintendo, it's not... That's not their MO. They hate their fans. Even back then. But still. Still! Where are you coming from? Alright, oh boy. Woo! We are at the Zebatite room, so that's, Alright, good luck with your store trip there, Fire Drake. I am going to save my game right here. And we're gonna get jostled around a lot because this area is really designed to be frustrating. Also, of course, the sheer amount of sprites on screen, the sheer tonnage of the Rinkas on screen. And also all the other weird little guns and stuff. Is making my health meter flicker, is what I was gonna try to get around to pointing out. And that I am not a big fan of. Oh, and the Zevatites recover health, too. That's good. Whoo, boy! Yeah, this room definitely is, slightly over the top, shall we say. Can we freeze the guns? That's what I want to do right now, is I want to freeze this stupid little pea shooters, but I don't think that's a thing that we can do here. Alright, through 1 and 2. And see, I was gonna say, this one is really easy if I can be allowed to have a safe spot Because there is a safe spot right there. I just have to deal with the fucking rings. And hope that I can out DPS this thing's regen. I don't know how possible that's gonna be. Don't be pointing up. Oh my god. So one other big thing that I'm realizing in this room, in terms of game mechanics, that I didn't really ever piece together prior to this point, is that once you aim upwards during a jump, you cannot change your aim until you touch the ground. That's very silly. Like, I can't even be mad at that, because in terms of jump physics in the NES era, I've seen worse. Castlevania, anybody? But also, why not just let this game be playable, right? Right. Oh, ye gods. Ugh. Well, you can see that we're almost there. Unfortunately, we're, like, trapped in a fucking lava pit. However, here's a safe spot as long as the rings stay frozen. Which they're not gonna do. Alright, now comes the part where I have to hope I don't die. That's why I started doing this, because, wow, this game is fucking bad. Big Bad Wolf, Leroy Brown. I'm thinking a little bit on the Leroy Brown side of things. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Power Glove. Oh. Unfortunately, you mentioning that has really just made me imagine somebody playing this game with the Power Glove, and I'm just like, why would you do that to yourself? That doesn't sound like a fun time. I bet there's someone out there who's like a speedrunner who does that. Like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna play this game, but I'm playing it with the Power Glove guys. Yeah, I could see Punch Out with that. That'd be something. Alright, so we're losing some health here, which, you know, duh. Unfortunately, actually, mostly what I want here are missiles. And, you know, something I can't even... God damn it. It's because I'm doing a dumb thing here, really. I'm forgetting, hey... The other thing is, it's not getting stunned. Do I have to, like, do it like that? I think I do. Yes. Which is something that I didn't really piece together until this far into the proceedings. Alright, come on, give me some missiles. I need missiles to deal with the Zebatite room. The health is good. The health is, like, very important as well, but... I could technically, like, luck sack into an area where I don't get hit for a while. In that room. If I don't have missiles, I can't do it at all. There we go. There's 30 missiles. That's at least a start. I want to get back up to at least 125, though. Unfortunately, you gotta spend missiles to make missiles, so... Also, for some reason, like, the Metroids don't seem to always take the same amount of hits. I don't know what's up with that. As is the missile economy we live in. Yeah. No military-industrial complex. Well, our health is full. So, in a better game in this series, enemies would now only drop missiles. But I see we're gonna be dealing with this song and dance. I'm not gonna... That's... There we go, that's something. That was Aerosmith. I got your reference right away. Ah! So do some of my missiles just miss if they're being fired off inside the Metroid? Because that's pretty weird. We have not gotten a missile drop for so fucking long. We're down to 22. We can't do this. I'm going in here just to reset the room. Oh, also, it's very nice how the rings just spawn and get right inside of you. You take that free 30 damage that you cannot do anything about. Alright, game, I'm actually out of missiles. I can't kill a fucking Metroid right now. You've gotta be better about this. These things don't drop anything. I'm soft-locked. Effectively. So, at this point... Well, I mean, we're also dealing with the fact that the graphics are glitching out, so I'm going to reset this room. I'm going to try... I'm going to reset that because I was just not expecting to get hit there. This is so cheap! This is so bad. Also, I'm pretty sure I got hit while I was moving through rooms again. Okay, I was concerned for a second there that I was not... that I got grabbed and I was gonna get sucked. Alright, 94 and a little more health. I think we might be in a place where we'll be good to go here. A lot of it, I guess, depends on how many missiles get eaten by the rings while we're trying to break the Zebatites, because they regenerate, because that's good game design. And of course we're getting lag because there's too many sprites on screen. Alright, so that one was basically free, so that's good. That thing shouldn't, like, turn around or anything. Alright, I accidentally touched the Joy-Con stick a little bit, and it caused me to aim upward in midair and waste a missile. Pausing for a second, I really need to get my bearings here. This is making me feel a certain way. And that way is salty as fuck! Jesus Christ! Ah! Fucking goddamn it! Hey! Piece of shit! Ah. Yeah, see, there is so little that you can do about that. And, you know, just to ram it home, before I load in, the irony of name-checking Kingdom Hearts is somebody I am friends with who goes by Ansem online logs in. I just want to point out, if you do this the legit way, they now expect you to go through this shit with 30 energy to start with, and however many missiles you had at the time. Like, great. I'm so glad. Okay, that's a good drop. Oh, nice. We got 2 missile drops in a row. Like, I'm just gonna say it that playing through this game, I'm kind of surprised there ever ended up being any more to the Metroid franchise than this. Because, like, you're gonna play this and you're gonna tell me that there was any inspired game design here? Like, I'm shocked, really. I mean, I'm glad because the later games were actually good. But also, like, on the basis of this, like, pretend you're Nintendo for a second, and you've got your decision-making process. It's the MGS torture scene, Jesus. Like, pretend it's decision-making process time. It's time for a new game. Sequel to Star Tropics? Sequel to this. Sequel to Star Tropics? Sequel to this. And you just go, yeah, let's make a sequel to the 2D platformer just like all the others we have instead of Star Tropics. And my god, the luck that had to be involved for that to end up actually being the right choice. You can tell that I'm in a mood right now, because, wow. Like I said, I do love the other Metroid games, but playing through this, it's like a how did we get there sort of thing. Ah, shit. One of those didn't look like it hit. So I'm going to quickly, come on, there we go. Alright, so real quick, just to be sure, I think we're safe, but I'm going to save in slot 2. Oh man, that's a sick reference to the streamer Sulfur. And streamer and YouTuber. Fuck. Now in a position where I'm like, how do I... Well, I mean, I'm certainly in a position physically. I'm just, like, how do I... I lost health really fast, and it's mostly because of these ring things. I'm gonna... reload this. All-around great lazy fat guy. It's true. Dang it, I thought we were going to get a Fire Emblem stream yesterday, but I think that he was waiting for Molderman to be around, and Molderman didn't show up. Then again, he also had a Dragon Warrior randomizer race, and I'm really surprised that they didn't just throw him out of the tournament of that, just because, well, we've seen that community has been a little bit insular, shall we say. Oh boy. First try. So we are supposed to actually go up the back end of Torian here, right? Well, I will say that at least Mother Brain is not that hard, so if this escape sequence ends up being a thing that I fail, which, look at this platforming, this could be. This is not my strong suit at all. In fact, my strong suit is mostly complaining. Oh, fuck. I dig it. Fair enough. Great, you fulfilled your mission. Fulfilled spelled wrong. You will revive peace in space, but it may be invaded by... I didn't see the rest of that, so we're actually going to rewind for a moment. Yep. It may be invaded by the other Metroid. Pray for a true peace in space. Just the one other Metroid? Huh. Well... we get to see under Samus's helmet. That's a lot of hair. I can't imagine fitting all that into a helmet. That seems a little bit, pray for mojo. That's about how I feel right now. Well, staff roll. I basically gave the vast majority of my opinion already. This is probably the most difficult game in the series, And I know that Metroid Fusion is pretty tough, but this one, wow, there's... I guess a lot of it is compounded by the fact that you genuinely do not know where to go, like 99% of the time. It probably helps out if you have the manual, and I should check and see if there's proper manual access in the Switch Online thing. I don't know for sure. I admit that I mentioned that and then I never looked. But yeah, kind of surprised that there ended up actually being other Metroid games after this one when you consider that this was sheer hard as hell. Just incredible brutality in terms of difficulty. I'm a little surprised. Maybe it was... I don't know how it was received at the time. Probably fairly well. But yeah, also, it gets a lot easier, I will say, when you know where you're going. Like, we just fucking smoked Ridley's Lair because it's a very simple pattern. And, you know, once I figure out how to get there and get back, that part was super easy. So, most of the game is not too bad. And it's a very interesting idea that they basically made Ridley and Kraid on very similar levels of difficulty. Very strange. Very strange. And that's about all I've got there. So, before we piss off for the night... Well, first I'm going to press start and we're going to see what happens here. What do we get? Is it just a full restart? It's a full restart. Well, we have the Ice Beam and we have the Varia. We have our important power-ups. That's weird. I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway, before we go, I'm going to first see what that user guide thing is. Oh no, that's just controls. Alright. I'm gonna do a couple of passwords here real quick. I don't remember 100% how the infamous Justin Bailey password handles the second line, but let's do this. I think it's just like lines in the second line. Toughest. Yeah, wrong game. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen here, although that would be funny as fuck. Yeah, so I think it's just a set of lines. And this starts us off in the middle of Norfair, yeah. She's fading in with green skin, that's a little worrying. That's a medical condition you should have looked at. Also, she still has the arm cannon. I forgot that was a thing. For some reason, Samus is still, like, carrying an arm cannon. This is what the wave beam looks like, by the way. We never got to see that before. So, this password, by the way, I believe that the exact origin and, like, why it's called Justin Bailey is still unknown. There appears, as far as I know, to have been A, nobody working on the game named Justin Bailey. B, I think it was just discovered by some kid punching his own name into the password screen. And C, there was a rumor for a while that Justin Bailey, or rather in this case, the phrase Bailey, was Australian English, of all things, for a swimsuit. That is not true. I don't quite know how that rumor came about. I suppose that people in America are just like, people in Australia talk real funny, so they can just make up whatever the fuck they feel like for that, you know? It just goes to show you how we are. I'm sure the rest of the world thinks the same thing about us. In fact, I hope they do. So with that as well, let's do one more that I know of. This one, you might be aware of this if you have, if I could spell it correctly. If you follow me on Twitter, or if you have talked to me like ever. This one is rather infamous, and it can have a variety of effects depending on what version of the game this is. And so let's take a look. Engage Ridley motherfucker. It caused an error. Yes, the Engage Ridley motherfucker code, among its other things that it does, it's not just like, oh hey, how dare you swear in the password screen. The password, rather infamously, causes your game to think that it has been played for actual decades, I believe. Like, I think a longer amount of time than the game has actually existed for by a pretty wild amount of time. In fact, I'm going to go and look that up. Equivalent to 314 and a half years of playtime. Well, you know what? I would say I'd do a retrospective for the time that matches that as a joke, but I won't live to be that long. I fucking hope I don't live to be that long. God damn it. Anyway, so that game, that password can do some very strange shit to you. And I can't really demo that right now, unfortunately. Not without, like, switching over an emulator and setting up a whole setup and everything. So, rip in pieces that, I guess. I want to take a quick look at what these two special versions of Metroid are. Okay, well, this has loaded us with 6 energy tanks. Okay, so that just loaded us, like, right in front of Ridley with 6 energy tanks, 180 missiles, the various suit, the ice beam, presumably the morph ball and bombs. And, yeah, morph ball and bombs. Gotcha, so that is underwhelming even compared to the usual special uploads for games for the Switch Online. Although I suppose you are correct, we can now engage Ridley if we wish, motherfucker. However, there's a second special, apparently. I just have to find it. I know I saw it. There it is, Special 2. What's this? This is positioning us outside of Turian with... Okay, so basically it's just engage Ridley, except after we've engaged Ridley. That's a bit underwhelming, but again, these special things kind of always are. I wish they would just have put more games on NES Switch Online. I don't know what the current status is of if they're going to do more, but, you know, what can you do? I don't run the company.